Hey, it's Michelle. Thanks so much for joining me, and I wanted to say a very special thank you for all of the support and the encouragement on my last video. It made me really happy that you enjoyed it. Today we're going to be making two projects. One is this pumpkin floral arrangement, and this cost me $4.82. As always, the links will be down in the description below. We're going to get started by cutting and soaking our floral foam. The best way to do this is to just set it on top and let it soak naturally, but as usual, I'm in a rush and just pushing things along. But we're gonna start by cleaning our pumpkin really well, just so it adheres to the paint and there's no dirt or any issues. And you do want to have it dry completely before you get started with painting. You want to scoop the seeds into a food-safe bowl and then set them aside. We're going to be using them in just a few moments to make toasted pumpkin seeds. The best way I have found to paint the pumpkins is to find something like this glass and tip it upside down so that it has complete surface area exposure so that you can just paint the whole thing all in one go. My absolute favorite part of this project is going outside and gathering all of the flowers from my garden. I absolutely love going out and getting my hands in the earth and just checking in with my garden and my little ecosystem back there and seeing all the bugs and the pollinators. It just makes me so happy, and it's just so full of life, and it just brings me a lot of joy and a lot of peace. If you don't have a garden yourself, you can maybe go and use a friend's garden or find some wildflowers in a field that are not going to be troublesome if you take them. But I encourage you to get out and explore and really look at the magic that is in our earth. The flowers that I'm using here that are in bloom on my property right now are butterfly bush, which is what you see here, and wild sunflowers, Russian sage, mint, and lamb's ear. Now that our paint is dry, it is time to start prepping the pumpkin for the floral arrangement. I placed this plastic bag in there to create a barrier between any water and the pumpkin so that the pumpkin wouldn't rot. This worked phenomenally well. And once the floral foam has soaked through completely and you're sure that it's saturated, you can start cutting it into chunks and just fitting it in however is best for your pumpkin. Most of the flowers that I'm using in my arrangement are wildflowers that wilt very quickly, so I opted to add a little bit of extra water just to make triple sure that they stay really well hydrated so that they can last as long as they're able to. This arrangement lasted about 13 days for me, but that will depend on your climate and the species of flowers that you choose for your arrangement. When I was a little girl, one of my absolute favorite things to do was to steal away into the woods and gather flowers and greenery and sticks and anything that I thought looked beautiful and make floral arrangements. I would sometimes gather old wasps' nests and just seeds, anything and everything. And for me, that is just such a delight, and you don't need to be a professional to enjoy floral arranging, and there's so many endless possibilities. please don't stress. Just let it flow. Do what is pleasing to you and enjoy the process. Our last step for this project is to simply cut away the plastic so that it's not visible, and then find a place to enjoy it. Now for our pumpkin seeds. I am one of those pumpkin fanatics. I love anything and everything pumpkin, and so this is one of my favorite treats to have during the fall season, and it's the perfect thing to do with all these extra pumpkins. So what we're going to do is take the pumpkin innards, and we're going to wash them really well just to get all of the stringy bits off so that all we're left with is the seeds. We're going to preheat our oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we need to prep our pan. You can use silicone mats like I'm using here, or you can use just a greased pan or parchment paper. Any of those options would work great. In a medium saucepan, you're going to bring to boil 1 cup of water with 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt. You can totally control how much salt you use in this. And then we're going to add our pumpkin seeds, and we're going to boil this for 10 minutes. Once our seeds are done boiling, you just need to drain them and then transfer them to a bowl. And you're going to add about a teaspoon of olive oil. You could do more or less depending on your taste. Just give that a really good mix so that they're evenly coated, and then you're going to spread them out evenly on your roasting pan. When your seeds are ready to go into the oven, they're going to need to bake anywhere from 5 to 15, maybe 20 minutes, depending on the size of your seeds, your oven, your location. So you really just want to keep a close watch on them and then pull them out just as soon as they're starting to lightly toast and get that golden brown color. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me today, and as always, I hope that you're happy and healthy and celebrating life. And until next time, take care.